Welcome back to another StarCastTV, and I am Scan. Today we are going to cast some fabulous game between Queen versus Stork, Stork versus Queen. Spawning location in the top right, the orange Zerg. This is Queen. And the other side of the player, we are going to see a yellow Prada spawning location in the bottom left. This is Stork. And this is a Prowess versus Zerg matchup on Benzene. And Benzene is a 2-player map where you can do Pylon Scout. And we see Stork is moving out. Not a lot of people like to go Gateway Expand in this type of map because the rush distance is really far. You can't really do anything. With the early Zealot aggression, we see Queen is making an Overlord. Let's see, he's gonna go for Overpull or 12 hatchery. So 2 more eggs. More drone incoming. Finally, drone is moving out. So here is a minor battle of a worker versus worker. Drone versus probe. And getting denied of putting down the hatchery. Nice block by Stork. And Stork knows this is not an overpull. He's going to deny that expansion as much as he can. Here's the Manor Pylon. I wonder if Queen is going to put down the spawning pool or try his best to get that expansion on time. So he got the probe, and Stork is pretty much, no, this is not a overpull. He will put down the Nexus, and here's a mind game that Queen will go for no spawning pull into 3 hatch. I like this. And we see Stork putting down the forge because he's not having all those information whether Queen is going for pull first. Here's a spawning pull on the way. Yeah, not the gas at the same time. Here's a forge being morphed or warped. And is it a gateway? Here is the gateway. Stork is now going to confirm. Here's the hatchery, but he doesn't know the spawning pool time. But here's once again Queen brought another drone and chasing that probe all the way there, and now Stork gets to see the spawning pool time. And he knows this has to be 3 hatch. Now Stork is having that simulator up. But we can see Queen's lair attack is faster than Cybernet's core, or nearly the same timing. So this is a good news for Queen. If the attack timing is nearly the same, like the lair attack timing versus the Cybernet's core, then it is good for Zerg because he is going to have the Spire finish on time in order to stop that first Corsair Scout. And here is the probe. Scouting probe needs to be very careful. If that probe falls, Queen is going to be pumping out a lot of drone, and including that intel that Queen is getting. The Zala cannot move out as well. But I like how Stork is not putting down any of a cannon and immediately going for Stargate over here. One Zala just came out on the map, so that means Queen has to make at least 4 to 6, and 6 is like the right number. They killed this first Zala really fast. Metabolic Blitz should be on the way as well. Queen will be putting down the Spire attack. He does have enough money. Oh yeah, here's the Spire. Okay, no. Okay, no Spire attack. Interesting. Maybe Queen thinks that he can't stop this Corsair harassment. So he will go for 4 hatch into Hydra then. I like this. More hatchery being placed. There are about 8 Zerglings that are out on the map, just to make sure whether Stork is moving out or not, and buy some time and cut up some probe scout as well. And here's the first Corsair just came out, but he's not gonna go for scout. Stork is going to kill this Overlord ASAP, and I guess he will now scout Queen's main base. Normally, whenever you got the first Corsair out on the map, you go for the scout and see whether Zerg has the spire attack or whatnot, or how much of a drone, or even he has a second guess or so. And Stork is going to be scouting both of the expansion, the Natra and the 5 o'clock expansion at the same time. He gets to see the Hydralisk are out on the map with the Evolution Chamber with the second extractor. So he got all the intel. Okay, so you are playing no Spire build. This has to be 5 hatch Hydra. And Stork should be able to figure this out. Okay, he finally confirms there's no Spire tech. If there's no Spire tech, he doesn't need to make additional Corsair, but I guess he will be making more. He will be making more Corsair. I'm not sure about this plan. If the the number of a Corsair right now Stork is making, if he's doing the job and killing the Overlord all the time, then yes, that's definitely good. But the Zerg is not dumb. They're not stupid to lose the Overlord. And here is the couple of Zergling, 8 Zergling plus the additional Hydra. We'll be going for the pressure here, and this is what I'm talking about. If you're making Corsair with a +1 attack, all those money that you're spending for anti-air unit, your army value is going to be so low at the front line. Here's the +1 that just got kicked in. Zealots will do good damage to the Zergling, and finally having this cannon up on time. And here's a single Dark Templar just came out. We'll be clearing those Hydralisks. Nice job. 5 Corsair. Should go for the hunt. Gotta hunt the Overlord, but the Overlord speed is already done for Queen. And here's the first Overlord. Needs to be careful. Here are 7 Overlords at the Mineral expansion, and Stork confirms there is a 6 hatchery. The 4th base is taken as 5 o'clock, and the 5 Corsairs pretty much moving around and seeing how much of a drone that Queen right now has. And Queen has a lot of drone, almost, okay, this is 12 drone at the natural. I want to see how many. And here's more than a 12, so 13 drone at the main. And there's a single, okay, so Hydralisks were giving some pressure over here and try to take down the forge, but at the same time, here's a single Dark Templar will be killing a lot of drones. Mineral expansion is now all gone by the single Dark Templar harassment, and now finally this one Dark Templar is trapped by the Overlord and the 4 Hydralisks, so it will get picked off. But those Dark Templar already did their mission. They did a lot of damage already. The forge is taken down. Here is this another forge going up at the main base. And at the same time, Stork is making a shuttle. Two Zealot with the 2 High Templar inside. I think he will go for the harassment at the drone line. So I guess that is his plan. Stork is moving out with a couple of Zealot. Here is 9 Overlords. Okay, it does not get picked up, but the Corsair will get picked off. I'm pretty sure that was either 5 or 6. I think it was 6. But here is the shuttle moving out, but Queen Zergling is at the top. Okay, no, it's not the Zergling, so there are lurkers worth morphing, but does not get to see this shuttle moving out. But the number of a Corsair, like the 4 Corsair, is trying to go for the harassment on main base. I think this will give it an intel for Queen. Hey, I'm gonna go for drop. So I think Queen is aware of drop here. He has a shuttle with the 2 Zala to High Templar. But 1 Lurker will get picked up by the 9 Zala. Nicely done. And Stork is having enough money to put down another Nexus. But I guess he doesn't have enough money yet. Plus on the way for Stork. And I would like to see whether he has the second forge. He does not have second forge. So here is the 1 small attack at 5 o'clock. Nice harassment, but this High Templar has enough energy for another storm available, but I guess he will go for the hatchery. Losing all the Zala for hatchery, I'm not sure whether this is a worth trade or not. So he just wasted about 11, so 9 plus 2, because he had 2 Zala instead of shuttle, so 11 Zala for hatchery and couple of hydras with the storm drop. I'm not sure whether that was worth or not. But here is going to be the counter attack by Queen, bringing all those lurker hydralists, and maybe I don't see Overlord, but he wants to. Oh, here is lurker harassment at the behind of the mineral, the high ground, and Zala is getting picked off. Oh, 1 lurker was doing great amount of job scratching that High Templar and did not die. High Templar is pretty much out of place, and now High Templar is ready to use 1 nice storm on top of the lurker, but also storming his own Zala as well at the same time. Observer! Observer will get picked off, so this is not a good trade. It's a very bad mistake. You should never lose your Observer like that. So here is more Observer coming out for Stork, and all this Vesping gas that Stork is right now spending. He can't make extra Observer because he needs more Gun and High Templar transition over here. But now here is a shuttle going for Storm Drop harassment, and I think Queen may be aware of this Storm Drop. Here is the drone. We'll see the shuttle coming. And drone will evacuate and dodge the storm a little, but at the same time Stork has a lot of army and slowly moving out to take on the mineral expansion here once again. +2 just got kicked in. +3 is on the way for Stork, and Stork is not going for armor upgrade at all. And I would like to see whether Queen is going for a hype tech, but he's not going for the hype tech. He's trying to dodge. Queen is trying to dodge that storm drop, but shuttle will get picked up. At the same time, Stork is moving out with the number of a mass gun with the 4 High Templar, couple of a Zealot, maybe about 8 to 9, 9 Zealot here. So Queen's 5th base will be taken down by the Zealot gun. Now mineral expansion is slowly warping. 3 Hydralists will do the harassment. Here's a 4 Corsair will go for the scout. Nice. And here's a small army battle in the middle of the map. And with the high ground advantage, Stork has the advantage with the high ground battle here. Here's a 4 Corsair will be harassing, and I still don't see Queen's Nest yet for Queen. Queen does have a lot of Hydralists, but they are not gonna go for attack yet. But at the same time, Stork is slowly taking more expansion and so on. This mineral expansion is finally done. He should be transferring the probe. Here's about 10 probe transferred. Where did he click? But anyways, here are a couple of lurkers will be borrowed at the map, and at the same time Queen wants to take the 5th base at the 6 o'clock side, but this map is so wide open, and that was a good trade for Stork. But at the same time, Hydralisk is just way too many, and with the 0 upgrade of an armor upgrade, these Hydralists is just pretty much demolishing all those goons. So that was a good trade for Queen. And many of you guys probably have seen a lot of PvZ on the other players matchup. And they always focus on getting +2 armor. And +2 armor does help in the battle against Lurker Hydra. And here's the downside of not getting any of an armor upgrade against Hydra Lurker. And now Queen is having the advantage over here, taking the high ground and making mass Lurker over here. So now Stork is pretty much has to play passive, but at the same time here is a couple of Zealot harassment, loading up 2 High Templar inside of the shuttle. Here is going to be the Storm drop. I guess he wants to get away from the Hydralist vision. But I think Queen knows this has to be 2 Storm drops soon. Here should be a couple of Scourge will be making. Here is the High Templar. Has enough energy to use a nice Storm. Another Storm will be clearing all those drones. Nicely done. 30 worker versus 51. We do see the supply count is nearly the even, but doesn't matter because Queen lost so much of a drone. But at the same time, 30 drone to 42 drone immediately. So this is the power of Zerg. Even if you lose that many of a worker, you can instantly make that much of a worker just in a second. And now Stork is slowly transitioning into a late game here with the armor upgrade. Finally, with the +3 upgrade, armor upgrade is on the way with the +3 attack. +3 is pretty nice, but we can also see the upgrade of a Hydralist. It's already 2-1 upgrade for Queen. The Mass Lurker, Mass Hydra is just slowly moving towards to the top side. Just checking out whether Stork is taking that expansion or not. Stork does have enough High Templars to go for the fight, but the map is pretty much split in half for the favorite of Queen because he has the high ground Lurker. And it is so hard to break the high ground. Now finally this mineral expansion is slowly having all those probes saturated and slowly getting mined out. Soon we can see Queen's mineral expansion is already mined out. Stork's mineral expansion has 650-ish, somewhere around there, 700, somewhere around. So if the game starts to go longer and longer, this is not going to be looking good for Stork. More cannon will be putting down at the 11 o'clock side. I'm not sure about that, but here's the single Zealot was standing, now getting picked up. High transition is finally started for Queen. So that means Queen will be starting to focus on the upgrade later on, but not before that. We are going to see some engagement going on by Stork, using Storm top of an Overlord Hydralist at the same time. Merge did not work. Merge didn't make. And here's more drone just made by Queen. Queen is taking more expansion at the 6 o'clock. Another expansion at the 12 o'clock as well at the same time. The 4th gas will be morphing. So this is not looking great for Stork. If the game starts going longer and longer, this Lurker contain with the Lurker, high ground Lurker is just going to be massive. And finally we can get to see +1 melee attack on the way. Zergling is getting out of the field. So this is going to be scary of a Zerg army soon. Couple of Zealots will be sneaking out, but doesn't even matter. Here are a lot of Zerglings will be chasing. Stork is nearly getting maxed out, but at the same time Queen is almost maxed out too. If he gets the supply open and making all the overlords soon, this is not going to be looking pretty. Finally, here's another engagement that Stork really wants to break the high ground. Here are the 2 High Templars will be using Storm, top of the Hydras and Lurkers. Nicely done. Slowly breaking that Lurker contain. But gotta be careful. Gotta be careful of these armies. Storm! Nice Storm. And remember, the map of this contain is so wide open. that you really need to bring more of your army. And finally, I'm borrowing all those lurkers from the bottom side and moving towards to the top side because the top side is slowly getting break up here. So now Stork finally is taking that 5th base. Main base and a natural mined out at the same time. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful of going into late game. Because now Queen is going to have that consume upgrade on the way. Adrenaline upgrade just finished for the Zergling. Storm top of the Zealot is not nice. Nice fight over here. Storm top of the Archon. Archon will get picked off. And now the game pace is slowly getting slow and slow. Because they gotta be precise with their decision making. But we see a lot of drones are already saturated. For each expansion, look at this. Queen has a lot of base. And I think Stork doesn't know about the 12 o'clock expansion. But here are a lot of lurkers in straight line. Zealots are moving in with the +1 armor upgrade. High Templar does have enough energy to use Storm. Nice Storm. But we don't see not much of a Zealot remaining. These cracklings are starting to do some amount of great damage to the Dragoon. This is not looking great for Stork. And finally, Stork realized that not much of our lurkers at the bottom side. And Queen is moving forward to the Stork's 5th expansion. The 5th expansion is so vulnerable. Cannons will go down. Hydralisk is pretty much killing the goons so fast with the cracklings support in front. And now these Hydralisks is just now killing all this goons. This is how strong these Hydralisks are. And now Zealot has a right, but lurkers are pretty much doing the free damage over here, but at the same time. Counter attack by Stork. Stork will be taking this 6 o'clock expansion. And now Queen is taking a 12 o'clock expansion at the same time. But here is the one Defiler with the 100 energy with the Dark Swarm. We'll be focusing on the Nexus. Oh, this is not looking great because the Nexus will fall so fast. With the number of lurkers and Hydralisks and even Zerglings will come. And I think Nexus will go down, I think. Yes, the Nexus will go down. But here's another. Keep attacking the expansion for Stork. And now this expansion at 6 o'clock will go down. Drone needs to evacuate. But this is a high ground Zealot with the Archon. There's the number of Hydralisks is just too high. We'll get clear this army. And now this game is looking slightly ugly at the moment because we see double expansion was taken down for Queen, but Stork did good job on there. But if he took down this 12 o'clock expansion a long time ago, I think it would have been so much better because if he has taken that down, Queen would have been just stuck at 2 base mining pretty much, with including natural. But now Queen is having about 2.5, I should say, 2.5 base. They are mining. Here's a Sunken Creek colony going up. It's going to be most likely going to be the Sunken. Here is 2 Zergling. We'll be doing the damage to the simulator. Hydralisk will pick up the item. Never mind, not gonna pick up the item plus. But the army value for Queen is so high, 107 versus 110. And here is a mass Hydra just has come. And now Zergling is also supported by +3 attack of Archon. Is looking scary. Armor 2 upgrade is already done for Stork, so this is a good sign. But I think Stork is losing his power up a macro in the late game over here because his expansion was taken down and he had to work that Nexus once again. And he sees with the observer Queen is taking that expansion at the 6 o'clock once again. And I don't see much of a drone. Okay, he will be transferring a couple of a drone, but 3 drone is not enough. Overlord speed is done. We'll get sniped. Both of the players are somewhat playing passive because Queen needs to take more expansion before he can attack. And here is a single defiler coming for the Plague. Gotta be careful, Plague on the top of a Zealot and a Dragoon High Templar. That was a nice Plague. We'll be running away and maybe consume the Zergling once again. Gotta be careful. The Lurker just now finishes another Plague top of the Zealot. Nicely done. And Crackling is going to do great amount of damage over here. Here's a small battle going on. Nice to throw on top of a Hydralisk. Killing this Hydralisk is so nice over here. But the Overlord, not the Overlord, the Observer got Plague, so it's an invisible unit, but it does not count as an invisible unit anymore because its Plague effect is pretty much showing the Observer. And now Stork's army is getting smaller and smaller. He only has 4 Zealot at the 11 o'clock side, but this is not looking good. Overlord is pretty much seeing everything where the shuttle is going. Single Dark Templar with the single High Templar is pretty much seeing everything. Another play top of the Zealot. Nicely done. Defiler will get picked up. The 2 Zealot will get picked up, but the number of Zergling is just so much. More armies coming in straight line. This is about like 5 groups of a Queen's army. It is going to take down the 11 o'clock and Stork will be tapping out. GG. What a play by Queen. And Stork was playing really well in mid game too, but the one mistake that he has done was when he was attacking the 6 o'clock expansion. He just totally lost all of his army and Queen started to move forward and borrowing all those lurkers at the front line and slowly containing him from the high ground. And I think this is like the example that we can see of not getting the armor upgrade is not good against the layer tech unit. So well, if you're a product player, you always want to get the armor upgrade as well, not just getting +3 all the way. So this is a good play by both players. Stork almost made a comeback, but didn't work. Thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCastTV, please hit the like and subscribe button. We will bring more fabulous game in the future.